Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines, Los Vooperis, and you may be asking, wait, what about all the changes you made last episode? Well, guess what, it absolutely destroyed Cities Skylines. Cars started flopping around the roads, everything was broken, and because of that, no services could actually get anywhere. So we're undoing that because that was just absolutely horrid, and we're going to find a way to fix our problems without restructuring our entire road system. Because even though our road system has serious problems, we can probably fix half of them just by not using roads. That was probably the solution I should have come to at first, but instead I kind of, just overcomplicated everything. So, very fun, very great. We have to redo everything. Not redo everything, but yeah, we have a lot to do here. And none of it's going to be redoing a giant highway system because that didn't work. That was a horrible, horrible failure. And we are going to redo the bus system. We are going to make an airport because everyone keeps telling me to make a freaking airport. We're going to make an airport. Will that make people happy if I make an airport? Yes, okay, thank you. Let me make an airport. But where? That's a great question. We have this very lightly used highway here, which I think would be great for the job. Or we can connect it I can talk. We can connect it directly to the back of the Franklin Square area of the city, next to the rail station, which gets a lot of use. So we may do it there. So let's see. Airport. Airport, airport, airport. I have not said the word airport enough according to the Discord. We have an international airport, which will take up a ridiculous amount of space. Like, by a ridiculous amount of space, I mean just holy complexity. That is giant. We can barely fit. We could actually fit it here if we. Wow. Okay, so that's 250,000. We're actually going to have to put it here because it's so big. Okay, now we have an airport. Good job, us. This isn't actually going to improve traffic at all, though, until we connect it up in better ways. Okay, so let's very quickly create the way to get in and out of the airport. So that's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to bop and bop. No, it's not perfect. Yes, it does work. We're going to make a quick way so that we... Okay, that's actually pretty bad. Better off just doing it straight like this so that there's a nice incline. That's fine there. And we need to make it so that people going around this way can also get onto the airport. So I'm going to do my world famous totally clean road job, aka make a road that's absolutely disgusting. No roads were harmed in the making of this video. Well, that's an absolute lie. I'm sorry. Many roads are going to be harmed here. There we go. See, now you can flip around that way. If you feel like coming from the city and going into the airport. I don't see why people would come to the airport just to leave the city, so we're not even going to bother hooking it up in that direction. We do, however, actually, let's give it its own power source. Can we put, if I do Control A, oh yes, we can put not airports in the airport, although that's probably true. Game, you having fun saving there? Okay, there we go. We can put windmills in the gap between the runway. That doesn't seem safe. Yeah, airplanes running into windmills may be kind of dangerous. But we can use the coast to get some eco-friendly energy specifically for the airport. and tourists will be all like, "Whoa, bro, look at the nice eco-friendly way you're getting all of your power, bro." But look at that. Now, I put it around like this so that the airplanes didn't hit the electrical lines either, because that would be bad. Also, water. That's a thing it needs. Probably a lot of water, which means we're just gonna hook it up over here. Will it actually function? How much does this cost? 8,000 a week. That's going to put us very close to going into debt. Very close to going into debt. This better be worth it. Are any planes gonna actually land here? Do I have to set up a plane thing? Is that a thing? Okay, blimp pathway, that exists, but I don't think there's a plane pathway. I don't think that's a problem I have to worry about. Although we're gonna put a cool radar tower up. Yeah, look at that. Because it doesn't actually, it's just a mod, and it looks awesome. Hey, airplanes, you have somewhere to land, bro. You wanna land? I don't see any airplanes. I'm slightly worried. I was expecting more tourists. You know, a bummer. Don't judge how I use company money. I mean, government money. I mean, totally isn't a giant pyramid scheme. Los Vooperis is not a giant pyramid scheme. Okay, you've got to be kidding me. How is this not working? Okay, so this is doing absolutely nothing. So that's worrying in quite a few ways, considering the amount of money spent on this and how excited people were for it. I'm kind of disappointed. I must be doing something wrong. No, blimp line. I mean, we can make some aviation hangars. Oh yeah, look at this. And just plop these down. Somewhere for the planes to go. Yeah, look at that. That looks great. But, no, really, what's going on? Why are there no planes? Sorry about that. Okay, so continuing. We seem to have an issue. There aren't planes on this map. There very well may not be planes on this map, which is very triggering. We do have an airport though, and I guess I can just say we have an airport even though it doesn't do anything. I wonder if I can... Wait, there's cars stopping here. Never mind. Can I take back what I just said? There are cars stopping at the airport. Is something happening? Okay. There are people going into the airport. We have 3 more people coming in, 4 more people coming into the airport. Let's go into ground view. Wow, this is a really big airport. Jeez. Oh, we can actually walk through the halls and stuff to go out to the runway. I feel like it's GTA 5. Oh no! We're gonna miss the first launch of a plane. Shoot. Run behind it. I was about to say GTA 5 when you try to just hijack a bunch of airplanes at the airport. There it is. Look at that beautiful plane going out into the distance. 6 passengers. We're flying a plane with 6 passengers. That's not a complete waste. But it's good. It's good. Everything's good. I'd like to put a recycling area here so that they can just get their own trash dealt with. But this is kind of a large thing to build on. I mean, if I put it there, that looks kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, it isn't a terrible place for a recycling center. Like, it's connected to the entire city. So yeah, we'll have a recycling center connected to the airport. That makes sense. It really doesn't, but it kind of works. and it makes it so that we don't have to worry about trash over here. So you come here, you go on an adventure on an airplane. Is there another plane going out? No. I want some planes coming in. That's the important thing. We need some tourists. Come on. We're trying to... Oh, a plane just landed. Or it just spawned in. 17 passengers. Okay, so we're actually getting some use out of this, airport. Cool. Nice. We've done a thing. It's not completely useful, but it's cool. And I'm asking why we're losing money so quickly. I'm building giant things because they look cool. Yeah, woo! Okay, so instead of just focusing on this for the entire video, considering we've already spent a long time doing that, we're going to modify things. So this is a lot of traffic incoming into the roundabout. Most of it is taking a right here, going around here, and then taking a right here, going over here. Now, do you see the problem with this? Yeah, you probably should. It's that we can just loop around from here onto this section before we hit the roundabout. That would save a lot of traffic time. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a way to get around that way. And we're actually going to make two because it's going to be pretty popular. Okay. I don't want to make them... I'm not sure if it's a good idea to make them that close to each other. There we go. There's two. Two off-ramps to go wherever. I would do three, but we literally can't. Although we can do this. Actually. Bam. Fancy. Okay, now that that's set up to get onto the highway from there, let's quickly do something important. This is going to switch to a bus route because it's going to be a fairly heavily used road. The buses shouldn't get in the way. So let's upgrade this road. That's all good. And now let's connect it to the highway. This totally couldn't end badly. Now we're actually going to use a high density highway for this. And we're going to come in. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to give it a little bit of a bend here. We're going to go up a bit. And then right here, we're going to give it a full turn to go in. And there we are. Beautiful. Look at that. Now people have a much faster route to get where they need to go. Will anyone actually use it, though? That is the question. That is the question we are asking right now at this moment. So people can come in here. They can loop around to here, get onto here, go across here into the industrial area. That's actually not a bad idea. These roads also have a really slow speed limit, and what we can do with the traffic manager thingy, watch this. Not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. Speed limits, yes. We're going to set the speed limits over here to 100. Because that's the same as the highways, and this is pretty much functioning as a two-way highway. Honestly, we should just set everything in the industrial district to 100, but that would get kind of crazy. And we're going to set the main highways in the city to 130, because why not? There's no reason to have them locked. Let's get rid of any speed limit on this highway. So let's start at the beginning and murder the speed limits. There is no limit to the speed you go on these highways. You may be saying, isn't that kind of unsafe? Well, you know, it's more important that we get rid of the traffic problems in the city. Definitely. I trust that the great citizens of Spook Vooper are smart enough to drive at a speed at which they feel safe. Yeah, we are really getting fancy with our traffic now. The fastest highways in the world. Now the thing is, this is only going straight, so it's not like the speed limit's going to make turning or anything challenging. This is just one giant straight highway, which we are very slowly making very fast. Who needs speed limits anyways? Okay, so that off-ramp will keep it 100. The main highway is going... Wow, that's a lot of tourists. Okay, so that's working then. And now I am just very slowly and carefully increasing the speed limit of all of these. Isn't that just amazing? Now, a good question might be, will this just create a huge traffic jam wherever it slows down? That's a fantastic question, and we are going to figure out if that is the effect it has. And if it is the effect it has, we will find a solution, probably by just making more ways to escape. But here we are. We have arrived at the end. Almost to the roundabout. Once the roundabout hits, we're going to not have infinite speed limits anymore. Yep, here we are. And now they can go at 100. But look how fast they're going. They're like going extremely fast because there's no limit to their speeds anymore. We do not limit our citizens. We are a free country. We aren't even really a country, we're a city. But we're going to ignore that fact. We're also going to treat this road back here like a highway, even though it goes in two directions and it's going to have a bit of buildings on it. We're going to treat it like a highway because we need to rush as much traffic across here as possible. So there we are. The solution to a very slight problem. Probably a really ridiculous solution. But it's a solution nonetheless. Are they all just hopping onto the left lane? Why don't they just go forward for a little bit? Oh, because they can't be on the... Okay, so this airport is actually having interesting issues with traffic, which can be solved pretty simply. All we have to do is just give them a second option, because a lot of them want to go here. So if we just give them the option to skip that. Let's see what happens. Are there any planes incoming? We do have a plane incoming. How many people? 49. We have 49 people coming in on a plane. Let's see what happens. The plane stops. Its wing smashes into the warehouses twice. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Oops, just murdered 49 people. It's going to stop. Come over here, and lots of people are gonna pop out of the building. Yep, where's the lots of people though? That's the important part. Okay, saving, packaging. Come on. Come on. Where's the 55 people? Oh, here they are. There they are. They're all getting into their cars. They're all getting ready to leave. They're going into the main highway, but are any of them actually going to choose that little fast area we gave them? No, not really. Oh well, I tried. There was an attempt. So they're going on their way. We probably just made traffic worse by adding this much tourism to the city, but you know what? It was kind of necessary. It really does, it looks pretty awesome. That's why it's necessary, because it looks awesome. Look at all the tourists. Wow, good job, us. Okay, so we're going to stop looking at this because it's pretty mesmerizing, and we're going to focus on the other systems we have throughout the city, namely the bus system. So, the bus system is overly complicated, ineffective, and it barely even touches the city, which is why we're just going to kind of rip it down. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of every single bus stop and redesign the entire bus system because the lines are so long and there's so little places you can go that it's kind of worthless. And by kind of worthless, it's exactly worthless. That is the proper word. So we're going to get rid of all of the lines. Yes, all of them. Did that actually? Oh, that worked. Okay. And we're going to get rid of this entire island, Mangola Square, because the only reason we had it was for buses. Yeah. Actually, we won't get rid of the island. We will just do something with it in the future. I don't feel like... I've done this already in the last one, and it caused a giant tsunami. I don't feel like a tsunami today. You know, tsunamis are pretty bad. Looks over and sees a tsunami. I just checked because, you know, you can never be too safe about tsunamis. Also, this is ridiculous. There needs to be more lanes. They're getting held back here by a low amount of lanes. So let's just quickly make this a proper highway. Where's this coming from? Okay, this may be a problem. We're going to ignore any problems that may arise. Oh. Well, that makes sense to make it into a proper highway. We have 3 things merging into it. Does that solve any issues? It looks like the cars over here are confused because, you know, we kind of just changed the road while they were on it. But maybe after all of the cars merge properly, because they're confused, we will have some success. Why are you an ambulance and everyone is just going ahead? Aren't they supposed to stop for you? Jeez. What the heck is going on? They all want to get onto that right lane, but the middle lane is preventing it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete the cars that are in the way. There we go. I think we fixed it, kind of. Why did they switch lanes like that? That is infuriating. Can you all be better drivers, please? Okay, is that fine now? Is it going to be natural and not completely dead? No, it's still going to hold this up. Why are they even switching to the middle lane in the first place if they're just going to go to the left lane? I think the only solution to this is to add more lanes. This is not a terrible idea. Trust me. More lanes, less problems. I'm gonna trademark that. More lanes, less problems. Why are they all going to the very left? I don't understand. Okay, fine. Let's make this into a normal highway too, because why not? And then it'll split off into not being a normal highway anymore. Will people start using things other than the left lane now? I'm being triggered by this. This is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? You're like real people. You're so bad. This is really bad. Okay, you know, we're just gonna ignore this problem because it's so bad that I actually don't have the time to focus on it. Go and upgrade this all to real highway because it doesn't make sense not to at this point. We'll let it split at the end here. Actually not. It makes sense to keep this normal highway too. Yeah, charm, one moment. Come on, charm. Okay, and finally, we just have to finish this off by bringing the highway down a little bit further. That's a great question what to do there. We're gonna keep this highway until we split down here because we lose the reason to be a highway there. And we're going to upgrade this to a highway all the way down to here, or no, keep going this way, across, keep going, there's still options. I guess all the way down to there where it just merges in at last. Well, isn't that interesting? So now that that's all set, we're going to take a good look back here, see if things are still crazy. Oh, jeez. Why are they so dumb? So they come into the lane that they come in on, and then they only decide they want to switch a lane halfway through the road. So the solution to this is to have one lane. This may seem like a terrible idea, but I think that this may actually keep them from being stupid. If there's only one way to go, they are not going to make the wrong choice. Right? Give people less choices and then they'll make the correct one. Is that a flawed way of thinking? I sound like a communist now, don't I? Jeez. Mac would be proud. Okay, go, 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 go. One at a time. Okay, things are moving. The problem is the merging here is going to get kind of ridiculous with only one lane. We can, however, try to be a little bit nice and help them out with that by starting them out with 2 lanes. Then they have a little bit of time to get used to it and to merge to 1 lane. Ah, isn't that beautiful? It's pretty bad. I will admit it is absolute trash. But it's working. The problem is now down here and not up there, which I'm not sure if that means that it's actually better, or I've just moved the problem down a little bit. Yeah, I've just moved the problem down a little bit. But once again, I need to fix this because I've been using 2 lanes for things that don't actually need 2 lanes. Like, this doesn't need 2 lanes. That's kind of dumb. This doesn't need 2 lanes. There's only one way they're coming in. This doesn't. None of these really need 2 lanes. We're gonna be honest here. We've made a lot of mistakes, and one of them is making literally everything 2 lanes. By simplifying things to 1 lane, it makes people merge less and switch lanes less. It actually makes it so that a 3 lane makes slight sense because there's 3 ways they're coming in. But will they merge quickly enough to keep up? Or if I bring it back down again, will they deal with it before they hit the turn? Or are they just going to conglomerate in the center again? It looks promising except for right here, where a stupid driver decides, oh look, I'm going to shift to the left lane, even though they are even faster. Jeez. Wait, faster. Does that mean I can solve this with... Does this mean I can solve this with some fancy negating all traffic laws? Maybe. Let's get rid of all the traffic laws. Just go as fast... Not all of them. Just a speed limit. No speed limit. Go, go, go as fast as you want. Will that fix the problem? Because they'll merge way faster now. Because they don't have to worry. Actually, that did kind of solve the problem slightly. Did it solve enough of the problem? No. Did it solve a tiny bit of the problem? Yeah, I mean... Yeah. The real solution would be to just get rid of a lot of the people by splitting them in two, sending some down this way and some down this way, but we aren't going to do that for a while because that's complicated. So now that buses don't exist anymore, we're going to have to set those up next episode. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this episode of Cities Skylines and the great new international airport is getting some good traffic there. Look at that. This is realistic traffic. Just the realistic amount of traffic. Because it's not moving. Because they're waiting for... I don't even know why they're not moving. They're doing it. No, you're not allowed to swim. That's not allowed. That was the issue we were having before. That's very scary that it showed up. Hopefully we're not having it anywhere else in the city, because that would trigger me greatly. That completely murdered everything last time. There aren't any swimming cars on the roads, right? Oh, there are! Oh no! That's bad. Okay, well, you know, what can you do? We're also having a death wave, which is great. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this episode of Cities Skylines. And next time, we're going to be rebuilding the bus system to try to take a lot of the traffic off of the road. Look at that parking. That is beautiful. That is great parking right there. And bye.